Hey guys, wanted to do a garden update, but unfortunately the maintenance people at my apartment complex came to trim the hedges in front of my apartment, and in the process they destroyed my plants, my three sisters' garden. So I'm left with this big empty bald spot here. But what I had here was I had sunflowers and corn and all kinds of runner beans and squash, and I'm going to try to see if I could find any of my squash that made it. Here's a female flower right here. See if I can get this camera on there right. Well, I don't see it. There it is. You see that? That's my female flower. My male flowers are all closed for the day. And what else do I have here? I'm waiting on my gourds to grow. I really need to buy some sticks so they can get some support. And I had a whole bunch of papaya. I always grow too many of those. There's a lychee tomato. Oh, my tree collards are still doing alright. And then I got this garden box here. I felt at it a few times. I gotta get some sticks. I really should have bought sticks a while ago. But I fell at it a few times, but I started over. I got tomatoes in here. And I have, they're like orange garden huckleberry. Usually I grow the usual blue garden huckleberries, but this time I got the orange kind. I can't wait to show you guys what they're going to look like. There's more tomatoes, and I have a little eggplant in there. It's real small. You got to really pay attention to catch that. And this is my Bolivian cucumbers. I had a very mature one that I transplanted in here, and I was so happy it didn't go into shock. But I had a mistake. I didn't realize that I was supposed to take a plug out the side of my garden box, and basically I drowned the plant, root rot or whatever. I have moringa, the miracle tree, silk floss tree, and my sensitive plant. I grow these every year. My son loves them. Let's see if I can get it to move. I'm going to see if I could get it all closed up for you guys. There we go. I love it. They're also known as the tickle me plant. You see it closing up? That's awesome. I grow these every year. My son is 6 years old, and every time he sees it, he swears it's a new plant. He's like, wow, how does it do that? There's another one of my tree collards. And this one, something got to it and ate it up a bit. Look at that. It ran off as soon as I touched it. Oh, and here's my Narangilla. I have grown these all the time, but the only problem is I never get them to fruit because it takes so long. I got to make sure I bring it in the house this year. And I'm also starting my fall garden. So I started my seeds here. I have like kale and collards and lettuce. So I'm waiting for that to grow out a little. Look at that. Oh, I thought that was a slug. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just a dead leaf. But I'm like, oh, is that a slug in there? I'm crazy. Anyway, I also did an experiment with this succulent called Chocolate Soldier, and it's going successful. I broke up the plant to make little cuttings, and the cuttings got little babies growing on them. So it looks great, and I love it because it has like brown edges, and I just like the name Chocolate Soldier. That's a real sexy name for a plant. And my lemons, they grow so slow. My citrus plants, this one only has one leaf. There's some Swiss chard over there, a couple other things. Can't necessarily say I remember. I'll figure them out later. I am looking for something else I had over here. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, here's my jungle peanut. I put this in a bigger pot. It's only like one plant. It's doing great. They come from the Amazon, and they're jungle peanuts, and they're supposed to have less allergies than regular peanuts. I don't know how true it is, but don't take my word for it, because I would hate for somebody who has peanut allergies to try to eat them. But I find them to be a very interesting plant. I have one mystery plant that I planted, and it looks great, and I just don't know what the heck it is. Let me see. Let me walk over here. Here it is. I have no idea what it is. It's just as pretty as it wants to be, but I don't know what it is. You know, I keep a garden journal, and I number my plants in the pots and everything, and everything checks out except this one. I have two of them. I have a smaller one too, but I don't have an idea what it is. Here's my Job's Tear plant. I love Job's Tears. And, oh, now I went to Kentucky. I found a tree, and it had seeds, and I took the seeds home, and I'm growing it. And so it was like a pine tree. Doesn't look so good. I think it caught a little bit too much rain. It usually looks better than that, but I think when it gets, it's been rainy out, and when it gets a little sun, it'll do better. Oh, here's a bigger papaya, because I know I showed you guys my little papayas. Well, this one's by itself. And what is the name of this plant? Milk thistle. I showed you guys a video with my milk thistle before. Well, it's growing up a little bit. And then I have my hyacinth bean that's doing alright. Alright guys, well, that's it for my garden update. I'm waiting on my sunflower to grow up so I can show off for Nicole's Super Sly Fox Sunflower Challenge. Alright guys, y'all take care.